Good morning today. I want to talk about something that can change your life, focusing on yourself and staying silent. In a world full of noise, opinions, and distractions, it's easy to get caught up in what others think, say, or do. But here's the truth. Your life is yours to build. No one else is responsible for your growth, your success, or your happiness. That's why you need to shift your focus inward. Stop worrying about what others are doing. Stop explaining your dreams to people who don't understand them. The more you invest in yourself, your skills, mindset, and health, the stronger you become. And the stronger you become, the less you need to prove anything to anyone. Now let's talk about silence. Silence is not weakness. Silence is power. Too many people waste energy talking about their plans instead of actually executing them. You don't need to announce every step you take. You don't need to seek approval. Work in silence and let your success be the noise. Think about it. The most successful people in the world didn't waste time explaining themselves. They moved with purpose, worked hard behind the scenes, and let their results do the talking. That's what you need to do. So from today onwards, make a promise to yourself. Focus on your growth. Keep your moves private, and let your success speak for you. Stay focused, stay silent, stay unstoppable. Your growth is your priority because at the end of the day, you are the only one responsible for your progress, success, and happiness. Focusing on yourself is not selfish, it is essential for becoming the best version of yourself. The world is full of distractions, expectations, and opinions that can pull you in different directions. But if you don't take charge of your own growth, no one else will. It starts with recognizing that your time, energy, and effort should be directed towards self-improvement rather than seeking validation from others or comparing yourself to those around you. One of the biggest mistakes people make is waiting for the right moment or for someone else to push them forward. The truth is, no one will care about your growth as much as you do. Everyone is dealing with their own battles, their own priorities, and their own lives. If you sit back and expect opportunities to come to you without actively working towards them, you will find yourself stuck in the same place while others move ahead. This is why it is crucial to take full responsibility for your development, whether it be in your career, your personal life, or your mindset. Personal growth does not happen overnight. It requires consistent effort and discipline. The first step is self-awareness, understanding your strengths, weaknesses, and goals. Too often, people live their lives on autopilot, going through the motions without ever questioning what they truly want. When you take the time to reflect on where you are and where you want to be, you gain clarity on what needs to change. Growth is not just about setting goals, it's about developing the habits and mindset necessary to achieve them. Another critical aspect of prioritizing your growth is cutting out distractions. In today's world, there are countless things competing for your attention. Social media, gossip, negativity, and unnecessary drama. It's easy to get caught up in watching other people's lives instead of focusing on improving your own. The more time you spend comparing yourself to others or worrying about what they think, the less time you have to work on yourself. Instead of scrolling through someone else's highlight reel, use that time to read, learn, and develop skills that will push you forward. Self-discipline plays a huge role in personal growth. There will be days when you don't feel like putting in the effort, when you feel like giving up, or when you doubt yourself. Growth requires pushing past these moments and staying committed even when motivation fades. It means making sacrifices, choosing long-term success over short-term pleasure, prioritizing your goals over distractions, and staying focused even when it gets difficult. People who grow continuously are not necessarily the smartest or most talented. They are simply the ones who refuse to quit. Your environment also plays a crucial role in your growth. Surrounding yourself with the right people can either push you forward or hold you back. If you spend time with those who are negative, complacent, or unmotivated, their mindset will rub off on you. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who are ambitious, disciplined, and focused on improvement, you will naturally be inspired to do the same. Growth is not just about what you do, it's also about who you choose to keep in your life. Investing in yourself is another key factor. Too many people hesitate to spend money or time on their own development, whether it's reading books, taking courses, or improving their health. But if you don't invest in yourself, who will? The most successful people in the world are lifelong learners. They understand that growth is a continuous process and that every bit of knowledge and skill they acquire brings them closer to their goals. Whether it's physical fitness, mental strength, or career advancement, you must be willing to put in the work to see results. One of the hardest parts of focusing on your growth is dealing with the opinions of others. People will always have something to say, especially when you start making changes. Some will doubt you, some will criticize you, and some will try to discourage you. But their opinions do not determine your future. Many people fear judgment and hold themselves back because they don't want to be seen as different or ambitious. The reality is, no matter what you do, someone will always have an opinion. Instead of worrying about what others think, focus on proving to yourself that you are capable of becoming better. Growth also requires stepping out of your comfort zone. If you keep doing what you've always done, you will stay exactly where you are. The most significant progress happens when you challenge yourself, take risks, and push past your fears. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a business, or speaking up for yourself, every time you step beyond your limits, you grow stronger and more confident. The comfort zone feels safe, but it is also the place where dreams go to die. Real growth happens when you embrace discomfort and use it as fuel to keep moving forward. Failure is an inevitable part of growth. Many people give up when they face obstacles because they see failure as a sign to stop, but failure is not the end, it is a lesson. Every setback, mistake, and challenge is an opportunity to learn and improve. The most successful people in the world did not reach their positions without facing difficulties. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is that successful people use failure as motivation rather than an excuse to quit. If you want to grow, you must be willing to fail, learn from it, and keep going. Ultimately, prioritizing your growth means taking control of your life. It means making decisions that align with your goals, cutting out negativity, and staying disciplined even when it gets tough. No one else can do this for you. The effort you put into yourself today will determine where you end up tomorrow. The choice is yours. Stay the same or grow into the person you are meant to be. Silence is strength because it allows you to move with purpose, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and maintain control over your life. In a world where people constantly feel the need to express opinions, prove themselves, or react to every situation, silence becomes a powerful tool that sets you apart. It is not about being weak or passive. Rather, it is about understanding the value of restraint, observation, and strategic thinking. When you learn to be silent at the right moments, you gain the ability to protect your energy, avoid distractions, and make wiser decisions. Many people mistake silence for a lack of confidence, but the reality is quite the opposite. Those who are truly strong do not need to announce their power or seek validation through words. They understand that actions speak louder than anything they could say. When you choose to remain silent in situations where others are eager to react, you demonstrate a level of self-control that few possess. You show that you are not easily provoked, that you do not waste energy on meaningless arguments, and that your focus is on things that truly matter. Silence is also a sign of emotional intelligence. It allows you to listen more than you speak, which is a rare skill in today's world. Most people listen only to respond, not to understand. They rush to speak because they fear being unheard, but in doing so, they often reveal their lack of depth and wisdom. When you stay silent, you give yourself time to process information, analyze situations, and respond thoughtfully instead of impulsively. This ability to observe and think before speaking makes you more respected and influential because people will know that when you do speak, your words carry weight. Another advantage of silence is that it keeps your plans and ambitions protected. Too many people fail to achieve their goals because they talk too much about them. They share their ideas with the wrong people, expose their weaknesses, and invite unnecessary criticism. The more you reveal, the more vulnerable you become. Not everyone who listens to you wants to see you succeed. Some are waiting for the opportunity to discourage or undermine you. By keeping your plans private and working in silence, you eliminate outside interference and give yourself the freedom to move without unnecessary pressure. There is also power in silence when dealing with negativity. The world is full of critics, doubters, and those who thrive on conflict. Engaging with negativity only fuels it. When someone tries to provoke you, responding emotionally gives them exactly what they want. Silence, on the other hand, disarms them. It shows that their words have no effect on you, that you are above the drama, and that you refuse to be dragged down by unnecessary conflicts. This level of control frustrates those who seek to provoke you, and over time they lose interest because they realize they cannot affect you. Silence is not just about avoiding external noise. It is also about creating internal peace. In a fast-paced world filled with distractions, moments of silence help you reconnect with yourself. They allow you to reflect, process emotions, and gain clarity about your direction in life. Many people fear silence because it forces them to confront their thoughts, but that is exactly why it is important. When you embrace silence, you gain a deeper understanding of yourself, your desires, and your purpose. This inner peace makes you unshakable because your confidence does not rely on external validation or constant noise. A major reason why silence is strength is that it prevents unnecessary explanations. Too often, people feel the need to defend their choices, justify their actions, or seek approval from others. But the truth is, you do not owe anyone an explanation for how you live your life. Strong people understand that their journey is their own, and they do not waste time trying to convince others to understand or accept it. Instead of talking, they let their success speak for itself. They know that results are the most powerful response to doubt or criticism. Silence is also a strategic tool in leadership and negotiation. Great leaders do not speak just to fill the silence. They use it to command attention. They understand that sometimes saying nothing is more powerful than saying too much. In negotiations, silence creates pressure. When you do not rush to respond, you force the other person to reveal more than they intended. This ability to control conversations through silence is a skill that gives you an advantage in any situation, whether in business, relationships, or personal interactions. The strength of silence is also evident in moments of personal growth. Many people spend too much time talking about what they want to do instead of actually doing it. They make announcements about their plans, seek encouragement, and look for external motivation. But those who truly succeed do not waste time discussing their dreams. They focus on taking action. They understand that growth happens in private, away from distractions and unnecessary opinions. The most successful transformations occur when no one is watching, because real change requires undivided attention and discipline. Lastly, silence teaches patience. The world encourages instant gratification, quick responses, and immediate action, but real strength lies in knowing when to wait. Sometimes the best response is no response. Sometimes the best move is to observe instead of reacting. Patience is a form of power that few possess, and silence is its greatest tool. Those who master the ability to remain silent at the right moments gain an unmatched level of control over their lives. Results speak louder than words because in the end, actions are what define a person, not promises, opinions, or intentions. Many people talk about what they are going to do, make big declarations about their dreams, or try to convince others of their worth, but without real results, those words mean nothing. The world does not reward those who talk, it rewards those who do. Success, respect, and influence are earned through action and achievement, not through constant explanations or verbal reassurance. People who focus too much on words often fall into the trap of seeking validation before they have accomplished anything. They announce their plans to feel a sense of progress, but talking about success is not the same as achieving it. When someone constantly speaks about their goals without taking action, they lose credibility. Others begin to see them as someone who makes promises but never follows through. On the other hand, those who stay silent and work hard behind the scenes eventually let their success do all the talking. When the results are undeniable, there is no need for explanations. One of the greatest advantages of letting results speak is that they eliminate the need for arguments of justification. Instead of trying to convince others of your abilities, you prove them through what you accomplish. People respect evidence more than opinions. If you are skilled, disciplined, and hardworking, the results will naturally reflect that, and others will recognize your value without you having to say a word. This applies to every area of life: career, personal development, relationships, and even self-confidence. When you achieve something real, no one can deny it, and you do not have to waste energy explaining yourself. Another reason why results are more powerful than words is that they leave a lasting impact. Words are forgotten easily, but achievements create history. A person who consistently delivers results builds a reputation that lasts. This is why successful individuals, companies, and leaders focus on performance rather than promises. They understand that no matter how well they speak, it is their accomplishments that will determine how they are remembered. Achieving real results requires discipline, consistency, and patience. Talking is easy. Execution is hard. Many people start with excitement, but when faced with difficulties, they give up or start making excuses. Those who truly believe in results do not let obstacles stop them. They keep working, adjusting, and improving until they reach their goals. This level of commitment sets them apart from those who only rely on words. Hard work, dedication, and persistence always produce undeniable proof of ability, while excuses only delay progress. Silence combined with action is a powerful strategy. When you stop talking about your plans and instead focus on executing them, you create an element of surprise. People do not see your progress until it is complete, and by then your success is too obvious to ignore. Many of the most successful individuals operate this way. They do not waste time explaining their vision or seeking approval. They simply put in the work, and one day their results speak so loudly that the world takes notice. Results also create self-confidence. When you accomplish something, you do not need external validation to feel successful. You have proof of your own capabilities, and that proof gives you a sense of inner confidence that no amount of words could provide. Talking about potential success might make a person feel good temporarily, but real confidence comes from knowing that you have put in the effort, overcome challenges, and delivered results. Another key aspect of letting results speak is that it shuts down doubt and criticism. In life, there will always be people who underestimate you, question your abilities, or try to discourage you. Engaging in arguments with these people is a waste of energy. Instead of trying to change their minds with words, prove them wrong with your success. The best way to silence doubters is to succeed so completely that they have no choice but to acknowledge your achievements. When results are clear, even those who doubted you must respect your efforts. Focusing on results also teaches patience and resilience. Success is not instant, and those who are committed to real achievement understand that great things take time. Instead of rushing to announce progress or seeking immediate validation, they stay disciplined and trust the process. They understand that temporary setbacks do not define them, only their long-term results do. Those who are patient enough to work in silence and let their success unfold naturally often achieve far greater things than those who are constantly talking about their progress. Lastly, results bring opportunity. The world rewards people who can deliver real outcomes. Employers hire those who have proven skills. Investors trust those with a history of success. And people respect those who have accomplished something meaningful. When you focus on results, doors open naturally. You do not have to chase opportunities. They come to you because success attracts success. Instead of trying to convince people of your worth, your results do it for you, effortlessly and undeniably.